If you like Advance Wars, you will probably like this game. This game is Daisenryaku Perfect 4. It was released on Steam in October 2018, and it plays mostly like Advance Wars. So as you can see, I have two F-15s here, and I'm going to use them to wreck the Typhoon here. So my F-15s are armed with AIM-7M Sparrow, which can hit the Typhoon from 3 axes away. Okay, so basically the Typhoon now has only 5 HP left against 7 for my F-15s, so it's like Advance Wars. I'm going to try and finish off the Typhoon. Alright. Alright. So I also have a landing ship here and an infantry unit, and I can use the infantry unit to capture building. So I just captured that navy base. This is a harbor. So just like in Advance Wars, you can use the bulldozer unit to build road between buildings. And building road is very important because for buildings to work, they have to be supplied, and you supply them by building roads linking your buildings to your capital. So yes, there is a supply system, but you can also turn it off in the options. Basically, a lot of things can be customized in this game. This game is a Daisenryaku game. Daisenryaku is a very old and very respectable and very prolific series. Most of the games are only released in Japan. We are very lucky to have this game. This game has been fully localized in English. The localization itself is all over the place. A lot of translations are very weird and don't make any sense, but it's not too much of a problem. I mean, it's a strategy game, so you don't really have a story or characters or anything like that. This game is on Steam. It costs like 50 euros, which is very expensive. It must be like $55 or $60, but you can really get hundreds of hours of fun out of this game. So I think it's not such a bad deal. So I'm going to keep playing a bit. So yeah, in this game, it is turn-based, but every turn is divided into two phases. The movement phase and the production phase. And the production phase is the phase in which you can build your unit. So I'm going to deploy a bit more infantry, special forces, and end of turn. Okay, so I'm going to finish off the Typhoon once and for all. Alright, good, great. And I'm going to keep building roads. And I'm going to keep capturing stuff. Alright, so my goal is to capture the central island, and then I will make my way on this route and try to capture the enemy capital, HQ, whatever. The goal, like in Advance Wars, is to capture the enemy HQ or to destroy all the enemy units. Alright, so I'm going to place this plane near that airport, and I'm going to end the movement phase. And I'm going to deploy some more tanks. Alright. And end of turn. Oh boy, they're using a unit against my airplanes, okay. I wasn't expecting this. I should have been paying more attention. Okay, so let's keep capturing buildings. And I'm going to load that infantry unit onto that landing ship. On next turn, we will be able to land the infantry units on the central island to capture the buildings over there. Alright, let's move the tank. Let's retreat that combat engineer unit. Alright. I'm going to deploy anti-air unit because they have deployed helicopters, so we must be ready to face their air units after. And they are using their helicopters to attack our tanks. It didn't do anything to our tanks, surprisingly. I'm going to attack their combat engineers. Okay. Alright, I'm going to build another road. And I'm going to land our troops and to capture the airport. Alright, soon we will be able to repair and resupply these two units. So this game has received mainly negative reviews on Steam, but it is really undeserved. People were expecting a game more like Daisenryaku Exceed back in the day. Exceed was a game on PS2 on Xbox, and it was one of the only Daisenryaku game we got in the West. It was a very good game. It was in 3D. Although it was not very well known, most people who played it were basically very happy with it. But it was in 3D, and this particular game here is in 2D. And I think most people just didn't like it because it was in 2D. And also because the localization was pretty bad, which is true. But I love it, obviously. I think really there is a lot of fun to be had here. There is hundreds of maps. You can also create your own maps, your own units. You can even upload graphics for custom units. So the only thing really, which is really a shame about this game, is its price. But as I mentioned before, there is really a lot of fun to be had here, so not such a bad deal. I'm going to... oh boy, they have deployed a fighter aircraft. Oh, another Typhoon, okay. Yeah, so basically I'm playing as Japan, and the blue army is United Kingdom, because why not? You can have up to 8 armies at the same time on any given maps, which is nice. And you can have really, really big maps. And the supply system becomes really important on bigger maps. Alright, so I'm going to keep playing a bit. So on the phase, and I'm going to be deploying more tanks. You never have enough tanks in this game. And they are using their Typhoons to attack my own F-15. Oh boy, my F-15 has been wrecked. Okay. Alright, okay, so not going too well here. Okay. I'm going to try and defend myself against the Typhoon. Okay, great. Their Typhoon are very inferior to our F-15s, obviously. Okay, so I'm going to attack their helicopters with my own AA units. Yeah. Okay, more tanks. Alright, great. I'm going to attack their supply trucks. I think this is a supply vehicle. Yes, this is a supply truck. Okay, oh great. And I'm going to advance my infantry. And basically, that's alright. Okay. I'm going to deploy more tanks. You cannot go wrong with tanks. Yes. Unfortunately, I cannot deploy ships because this building is not supplied, so I'm going to supply it next turn. Okay, so I can repair this tank and I'm going to build roads. Okay, great. I'm going to resupply my F-15. I'm going to advance my infantry like here. Okay. Great. And that should do it for their helicopters. Okay, great. No more helicopters. And I'm going to advance the tank. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so really, if you have been itching for a game like Advance Wars, well, you have Tiny Metal, you have Wargroove, which is pretty good, but you also have this game, which is pretty neat, despite the bad reviews on Steam. Really a shame that people give it bad reviews. I highly encourage you to check this game out and to try it for yourself. Alright, so bye bye and have fun.